The Abbotsford Convent is a community-owned arts and cultural activities centre. It is known as the jewel in Melbourne's cultural crown. One Sunday every month, the refectory is the home for a thriving makers market. Hilary Archer takes our photographer around the stalls. She has been the prime mover for the makers market and wants to incorporate it into a design for living at the Abbotsford Convent. Jan Bell fashions the most amusing soft sculpture for both light-hearted adults and playful children. Hugh Reid manufactures wooden toys and hardwood frames from recycled posts. Called Post Salvation, his business is in Warburton. Amelia Adams is a silversmith working in silver and gemstones and her heat-treated titanium for colour.
So it's all primarily sterling silver and titanium. The coloured sections are titanium, which I heat treat to get the colour. Depending on what temperature I heat it to will determine the colour.
Designs by Jennifer Cossins take the shape of handmade books with paper made from mulberry bark. Ursula Hara works with origami and Japanese paper to fold hangings and cards. Bobby of Laos Silk and Craft heads an independent cooperative. They grow mulberry trees, eat the fruit, feed the leaves to the silkworms, spin the silk and weave beautiful scarves. Gary does a line in swashbuckling wooden swords and clever toys. Christine Chappell produces silkscreen tea towels and aprons in her studio. Suzanne Sabonis designs and makes an elegant range of wearable women's wear. She works in painterly and sculptural fabric decorations. All are original. Peter O'Connor etches copper plate and makes prints of native animals. His Sounds Like Leather is the label for his strong leather bags. Lynn Patterson spins, dyes, knits and crochets raw wool and invents possums and koalas and strawberry beanies for children and fey adults. Here are recycled chenille bread spreads, cleverly sewn into little girls' dresses. Antoinette Barrington Design is fun and fashion jewellery for children and the young at heart. Merle Kimberley is one of the Warburton contingent and her creams and lotions come in the name of War Botanicals. Fiona Griffiths, a silversmith, fretworks the material to produce stunning earrings and pendants. Janet Walker is raising funds for a wildlife rescue centre in Heathcote by selling remaindered books. Tanya heads a group of machine knitters. The black dress featured is machine knitted with a hand crocheted neckline. Stuart Boyle's photography reflects an eclectic interest in both subject and technique. You will find landscapes and heritage animal prints. Raku Pitt and Carolina are making handcrafted books. Helen Dawson is a glass artist working in modelling in wax to cast figurines in glass. She conducts public access art sculpting workshops at Philip Stokes Studio Glass at the Convent. Layla heads a market business making and selling brooches and pendants and earrings with patterns set in glass. Hilary Archer is designing stencils for sandblasting on glass at the same studio. Jenny Mitchell, another bookbinder, holds bookbinding workshops. Lynette makes glass pendants and leads the way to glass colouring techniques. Sam G prints t-shirts with unusual motifs and makes exciting dresses. Lisa is experimenting with chemicals and sunlight to create phenotypes. Christine is a silver and goldsmith experimenting with some acrylic colour. This is International Girl, reviving the aerogram. Bridget Farmer of Bridbird Goko Prints uses a Japanese printmaking kit to make clever bird cards and pins with bird motifs. Andrew Scott has been living in Japan for some time and is a conduit for Japanese antiques. Jeannie and her husband carry on the tradition of Bernard Leach ceramics. Tammy Bolling of Kudos Design produces laser-cut fretwork Christmas decorations in wood and acrylic. Out in the courtyard, it is the commercial fashion market called the Shirt and Skirt Market. Here we have fibre red, a great orange and red dress. Two Threads dress by Sally Anderson with Japanese fabric. Emotional baggage, a delightful name for these plasticized cloth bags. Blossom prints, children's wear with blossom prints. Nature's art, jewellery with natural stones and shells. And here are some bags, wallets and belts, fashion leather. The market represents an interface between the general public and the home-based craft worker, the Victorian small-scale manufacturer, imports from fair trade and regional cooperatives, and also for future craft workshops.